Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Age of Imperialism. Let's continue on as Germany. So France is not repaying their loans, which is not nice. I mean, Austria's gone bankrupt, canceled all their debts. France is refusing to pay us any money. The Italian king is also dead, killed by an assassin's bullet. Bertold II is now in charge. European market seems to bother the investors in the London Stock Exchange, connecting that as a press conference called today. In addition to the representatives Stock Exchange, Winston Churchill publicly announced that the London Stock Exchange is safe. Bought shares worth £30 in total. Whoa, £30! Incredible. Good work, Churchill, for that £30 investment. I know £30 in 1931 is not the same as £31 in 2021. I'm pretty sure £30 in 1931 still wasn't, like, that much. It might have been, like, probably like $200. Let's see. Anarchy has overwhelmed the streets. Current panic of 1931. The crisis seems to be engulfing Germany more and more. The unpleasant effects it can bring can be easily seen by watching crowds of striking workers on the streets, reading about the increasing brutal clashes with various militias. The number of people dissatisfied with the current power in Germany seems to be growing. We must take swift action if we want to stabilize the situation before it gets out of control. So things are going to be going very, very, very bad for us. Yeah, we have negative 150 political power. Probably not great. Black Friday. Entrepreneurs and investors from all over the world have spent nervously in the last few days, and for further development, the event related to the economic crisis spreading throughout Europe. The news began coming this morning out of the British companies going bankrupt in Germany. Panic broke out. Intermod's investors began asking for the return on their money. Stock prices began to soar down. More and more banks began to close their doors. On May 29, 1931, it will be remembered as Black Friday, and the whole event will soon be remembered as the Panic of 1931. The crisis that began with the bankruptcy of the Austrian bank just led to the collapse of the London Stock Exchange, and soon also the Wall Street and St. Peter's stock exchanges will follow. Enter the gang king in Italy. It's fine. We're also bankrupt. How much are we spending on this? Just 67%. It's only 67%. Oh, and another French government has collapsed. I don't think anybody is surprised by that. That's two French governments in our playthrough so far, and we're only in June of 1931. Okay, Al Capone's been convicted. And for the last few days, so many reports have been coming out of us regarding our army officers allegedly planning a coup d'etat to bring about a new order in the country. Many people suspect the place of the head of army early this year or the army a form of anti-government sympathy. Okay, so or also negative 247 political power. The people aren't really happy. Our power right now has 0% support. The free city of Trieste has been annexed directly into the Italian Empire, and Austria actually managed to secure its place over here. And also, there's a certain somebody currently in Vienna who is, of course, fascist. Okay, Spanish Republic has a proposal. Feels like got a lot of stuff going on here. Interesting news comes out to us today from Spain, which incompetent governments of King Alfonso XIII and overrun by the army coup. However, due to internal division within the army, the situation in Spain turned into a civil war. The disturbing state of affairs seemed to create a unique opportunity to take Spain away from the greedy hands of the British and a Commonwealth sphere of control, as well as weaken the Italian position in the Mediterranean. Possibly achieving that appeared rather soon. The delegation of the Republican government was already present in Berlin, and it's now asking us for help combating royalists in exchange for the promise to join the Reichspakt in the future. Yes, no, I would love to do that. You can send volunteers. How many volunteers can we send? Begin in 6 units? Give me the Panzer. And 6 units. With our highest attacking commander. Ooh, 7? Definitely take him. We're definitely going to send him straight to France. There you go. Or to Spain. Support our Republican cause. Enter the Habsburg monarchy. Intriguing news comes from us again from Vienna. According to news from informants, a successful coup against the Kaiser Karl took place there. The events will not necessarily testify to the end of a certain historical epoch in the region, where the Habsburg rule ends after several hundred years. Now, more importantly, when Hitler's National Socialists are concerned, there's a further fate of the Trieste crisis. Well, the consequence of this event will be known to the fate of the Numidian state. Indeed, as it is known, the figure of Hitler as a veteran of the Serbian War and a very charismatic person has gained great popularity in the region, but its views are radical, easy to describe them as, mildly put, crazy. Okay. This morning, to the surprise of many residents of the country, the army declared the obedience to Kaiser Wilhelm, and in that... Okay, I'm going to read that over again. This morning, to the surprise of many residents of the country, the army declared obedience to Kaiser Wilhelm II and announced its support for the newly elected absence of the Kaiser. During Councillor Konrad Adenauer, due to the absence of Kaiser Wilhelm II in Germany, in connection with his holiday trip, no one currently has a legal opportunity to oppose a new order in Germany. So I'm not too sure. I don't know what changed. I mean, we're now conservative instead of reactionary. But other than that, I don't know if anything really changed in the country. Royal Navy's gone bankrupt. I mean, that seems like it'd be good for us. Terrible news arrived in France from St. Philip cruise ship sank in the storm. More than 400 passengers' lives with it. Well, sucks for them. Kaiser Wilhelm II yacht nailed to the port. Okay. Kaiser Wilhelm II yacht nailed to the port of Hamburg this morning. Immediately after mooring, a unit of Imperial Guard under the command of Herrn Gudrun burst aboard. Was ordered to send the Kaiser an ultimatum for the newly elected German government, under which he would step down from the throne in order for his eldest son, Wilhelm. Kaiser Wilhelm II was upset, but he agreed to sign the application in favor of his disliked son. Preparations for the coronation ceremony of the new emperor was already underway. Although haste made it difficult to maintain the appearance of legality, there's no clear opposition from the streets. So it looks like Kaiser Wilhelm III is now in charge. Got into Blitzkrieg. It's time for change. Got change socialism, liberalism, conservatism. We get 100 political power. And we'll also get non-radical politics decisions. So we're going to, I guess, be Marshal Baton to siege power in France, leading them to be reactionary as well. I don't think I'm really too surprised that there's going to be a military coup d'etat in France, given everything that we've been told about the country so far. You know what? I will take delay. And with our 6 divisions here, where do I want to send you? I mean, the capital down here is in Seville. How close is Spain to capitulation? Like, not that close? But if we can, let's say, move here, draw a line through Spain, cut off southern Spain from the north, be able to get some good stuff done. So yeah. We also see that the Americans are actually also sending troops to the Republic. I'm happy with that. Integralism is growing in strength. Thanks to successful moves from one of our ministers, we managed to improve the situation in the country. Unfortunately, remember, this minister attributed some of the merits to the ideal of integralism, thereby increasing public interest in it. Which I believe this is an event that's in the base game as well. Yeah, because you're integralist, we're going to get these events every once in a while. I mean, we don't have that much integralism support, so I think it's okay. Not going to worry about it too much. Get our troops in position. Kind of need to get the Spanish forces out of there, because the Spanish troops, I'm assuming, are kind of hot garbage. And our Italian friends. Our land-sending strategy of maintaining good relations with Italy has finally paid off. Today, because the Italian ambassador in Berlin has arrived at the office of the German Chancellor with a proposal to join the Kingdom of Italy to the Reichspakt. See if they prove to be worthy allies. Italy has joined the Reichspakt. We love to see it. Welcome, Italy. Welcome. You're reactionary. That's completely okay by me. But our power is growing for sure. And we're going to drive these guys immediately over here. You're going to move your way down south. So, we're losing 30,000 manpower, some stability. We lose 2,000 infantry equipment. But then we can begin to deal with all of our massive crises, I guess would be the appropriate word. Let's deal with the military or militia anarchy first. Have you down here? Did the Italians really British and the Italians are supporting the Kingdom of Spain? Thank you, Italy. I don't think we'd actually fight you because you're a member of our faction. I think that's just how Hearts of Iron 4 works in general. Tragedy in Russia. Russia mourns death of the heir to the throne. Again, instability in our enemies can only lead to positive outcomes for the German Empire. By the way, do I have any factories to trade? Still no. The economy in the country is still hot garbage. I'm guessing, yeah, the British do want to probably secure their position near Gibraltar. And I mean, I understand why they'd want to do that, but I'm not happy about it. Send you down south. I mean, they are defending Seville a little bit better than I would like, for sure. Okay, Madrid's still holding. I mean, the Republic, I think, should be fine. We got decent socialist. I don't think, other than maybe the communist, they shouldn't want to leave the Reichspakt. Are we fighting the Italians? We do fight the Italians. It's very unfortunate to us. Let's see if we maybe surround Seville. Oh, so the heir to the Russian throne dies, and then Tsar Nicholas dies immediately afterwards as well. And Poland is now actually an independent state. They're no longer part of the Russian Empire. We would love if they would end up joining with our faction. Fingers crossed on that. We'll go resource efficiency. Germany's a big country. They've got a lot of resources we'd want. I think this makes sense. Get more dockyards. Yeah, go infinite submarines. Submarines, again, are so good in Hearts of Iron 4. Taking anything else doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, let's dissolve the paramilitary groups. I think that makes sense for us. Yeah, we want to surround Seville. Cut off this fort. That might cause these guys up here to lose supplies. It's a little hard to say, though. Okay, Seville is now surrounded. Put all of our units into the city. God damn it. And there's a new emperor. Okay, who is the new emperor of Russia? Ion the First. Eon? Ian? Not too sure I actually pronounce it. Artillery upgrades, 33. I mean, it's still 31. We don't want to go anything too expensive. We will take the 32 support weapons, though. I think that seems more than okay. Yeah, we want to get this around. We get this around, it does give them a big penalty. And a new constitution for the Balkan Federation. Southern Europe with Balkan Federation towards a deteriorating internal situation. It's physically changed the name to Yugoslavia. The aforementioned name change is the result of a long-planned action that would be signed by the King Alexandra. Okay, well, you're now just the King of Yugoslavia. Understandable. Have a great day. Army's taking power in Japan. What we can actually probably do is kill these units. And does that mean that you're Intergliss as well now? Yes. So Japan's gone fascist. I mean, they're still in the British alliance, and I'm assuming Britain probably doesn't care if Japan's fascist as long as we're not directly threatening their colonial possessions in Asia. Yeah, let's remove this penalty. We have a lot of manpower, so it's not really that bad. Right now, our external policy is expansionism. Should be okay. Volunteer, regulated market. Centrally planned, interventionalism. I don't think we really need to change any of this stuff. Head of government. Actually, you need to actually assign our head of government. Research speed. I mean, research speed still seems pretty good. Information propaganda. Factory bomb. Factory bomb. Basically garbage. War support's trash. I mean, if there's that recruit population thing could really help us maybe in the future. Army experience gained daily. Yeah, that's just this, though. And that seems kind of bad. 100% research speed is not terrible. Yeah, like command power gain, recovery rate. You're horrible. I mean, that's good factory output, but that 10% stability drop is not great. 10% stability? And in fact, you know what? Congratulations. Add a reactionary minister into the government. Okay, Thomas Edison's passed away. You know, I thought Thomas Edison died way before 1931, but really I am mistaken by the history. Force over here. The Poles want a colonial empire. In difficult times, it's difficult to find information that could be considered cheerful or cheering up. Luckily, today, the exceptional occasion happened thanks to the Poles, namely, with the support of the government, they put together a maritime and colonial league. According to the slogans, they're trying to even fight, if necessary, to build a colonial empire by Poland. You know, Poland? I believe in you. I don't know how the hell you plan on making that work. Since, you know, I don't want to be, like, discouraging, but you are Poland. One of our ministers failed and denies the public recently, which formally affected the policy for governments. Okay, that doesn't matter. Like, it's a Soviet situation. Actually, you still get supplies because you're British and you own Gibraltar. The problem with this, though, is, like, you don't want to fight the Italians. Because they are on our side. And it'd be nice if they can have the manpower that they need. How 221 days. It's a little expensive. You know what? You're actually 97 days, not bad. I'm surprised our troops do this badly against units that are completely encircled. I mean, their entrenchment is pretty good. Oh, never mind. We walked into the city regardless. There goes Seville. Bringing the French or Spanish down to 50%. We want to delete our units here. I'm looking at it. It looks like this is the weakest point of the Spanish line. Or I guess the Kingdom of Spain's line. Okay, the Moscow-Belgrade Treaty. So I'm assuming you've joined up with the Russian faction. Yes, you have. Okay, I'm not too sure how much of a, like, how big of a change that's going to lead. Capture these areas. Save this one Spanish troop from getting completely destroyed. Got some American troops here. Some empty territory. Love walking in empty territory. By the way, I should have actually maybe thought maybe, yeah, let's send some planes to you as well. $130, which we can deploy. Then in this region, give me some close air support, please, and thank you. I would love some air superiority in our time of need. Draw your line down like this. British Nicaragua. That's completely okay with me. We can probably get you up here. Do love some victory point rushing. I don't think there's any more cities in this area. Got you down now to 22%. Anywhere, I mean, we got Salamanca worth 1. Because other than that, I don't know where you have any other cities. I mean, you got... Actually, that's actually... No, that's Kingdom of Spain territory. We would want that if you want to actually capitulate them. Chamberlain defies odds in British election. Guessing Chamberlain Party has won a victory. And shouldn't really lead to any major differences. Liberals in charge or the Conservatives in charge, it shouldn't mean too much. Capture this. Take this city. We immediately lost the city again, but that's okay. More submarines. Political power, like, that's horrible. We'll take the plus 100. I mean, we're already at negative 22, which, of course, is, like, not fantastic. Are you actually not worth a victory point? Like, it's showing that's where your capital is, but apparently it's not worth shit. I want to send you to this city. I mean, the Kingdom of Spain is certainly falling apart. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt that. The Republic's victory is soon to be guaranteed. We're happy to see. We're going to send you to this front line. Do need to get you over here ASAP. There were 3 victory points. I mean, I think that means it's the city that we kind of need to take. But it's just like, come on, Spain. There you go. It's like, you gotta realize the jig is up at some point, right? now have an ally. Hopefully, they will actually join up with the Reichspakt and weren't just making fun of us. Also, liberalization. Recent economic reforms aimed at creating laws favorable to entrepreneurs seem to be bringing intended effects. We have a 50-50 and more stability. We're already at 100%, so I mean, 50 doesn't really change too much. And now a sharp reduction in taxation. Right as the country needs money, I think a sharp reduction there makes sense. Non-radical policies. Turn all these off. War support. Anti-war speech. Arrest pacifists. Political campaign. I don't think any of these really need... I don't need any of those, really. We're in a completely okay position. You're expensive. We'll go for doctrine, because doctrine doesn't have any research dates on it. So I think it's essentially always good to get it. Put you back on the Dutch border. I mean, the Dutch like us well enough. The Belgians still hate us, so we own some of their core territory, but it's like, yeah, what can you do about it? I have your core territory, get over it. Liability, 15% cheaper weapons. Nah, give me 5% across. Wait. Fence. I mean, the breakthrough is always good, but I mean, it's 5% breakthrough. I'd rather go for Walter for that. Do you ever see any light tanks? Give me that light tank manufacturing. Give me them light tank upgrades. Please and thank. I love a good light tank. Right now, I don't think there's any other major wars going on. Spain, you promised that you would join the Reichspakt. And I am hoping you were lying about that, because I would be a very sad boy if you decided that you would stab me in the back. You complete jerk. 282 days, very expensive. 36 is, I think, just not viable. What are, like, some submarine upgrades? Submarines, I think, are always pretty good. Yeah, you know what? 20 days? But forget about it. Research it immediately. 84 political power. Could get some more factions. Chief of Army? 10% attack? I mean, I think that's always, like, pretty good. Organization plus 8%. Nah, just give me that flat 10% attack modifier, please and thank you. But I think that this is a good time for us to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not enjoying, click thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.